Hello, everyone. This is Chaplain Anthony Kelly, and today I want to talk to you about a continuation of a video I just did on basic counseling skills. And I just want to give you a thought or two about how to effectively counsel and be able to have those basic counseling skills in check or in place. Now, first of all, you need to realize that in order to be able to counsel effectively, you need to be able to listen. And that's active listening. And to be able to ask well-informed, well thought out, and formulated questions to the client. To be able to ask them pointed questions to dig deeper into the issues that's going on without them. It doesn't matter what modality you are using, as long as you are digging in and staying true to the process of your modality to be able to drill in deeper. For an example, if I'm doing solution-focused brief therapy, I'm going to ask coping questions. Questions like, well, how do you cope with that? How have you been able to survive doing that? Or how have you been able to thrive doing that? Or what is it like for you to be able to cope with that? And so you're digging in questions, you're trying to draw out those raw emotions. For example, if a person is scared, you want to draw out that, why are you scared? Tell me about that. What's going on inside of you when you're feeling this way? And get some semantic questions about how your body is feeling and handling that anxiety or that stress. And so you're digging in and you're drawing out from the client all those needed information so to be able to, they are tapping in to that raw emotion so you can be able to help them process it. And it doesn't matter what modality, as long as you're focusing on being attentive to the client and digging in and being empathetic. Now, sympathy is a Hallmark card. You know, I'm sorry you're sick. It sucks to be you. That's a Hallmark card, right? But empathy is living with the person, digging in with the person, sitting with them in their pain, not giving them trite, flippant sayings or phrases. If you go to a funeral, you're not going to say, well, that person is in a better place. No, that's insensitive. That lost loved one, if you lost that loved one, you want that person with you now. You don't want them in a better place. You want them here now with you, and you want them alive. And so empathy is to be able to sit with them in their pain and suffering. And you may not be able to say anything at all, but you're there with them. You're there holding their hand and hugging on them and giving them the human connection that they need. Even if you don't say a word, you're just there. And that is empathy. That's sitting with them in their pain. And so as a counselor and a therapist, I want to be with my client. I want to sit with them in their pain and help understand that pain and walk with them in that pain and to be able to help them find some ways to heal from that pain. So that's truly listening to them and being where they are. Last time I talked about being client-centered, meaning the client is the expert. I may be an expert on modalities or therapeutic philosophies, but I'm not an expert in your pain and what you are going through in life. So if you want to be a good counselor, you need to learn how to listen to your client, to sit with them, to empathize with them, and ask those drilling questions to dig deeper into the heart of the issue and what's going on with them and what their felt experience is truly like, because you don't understand until you hear it and learn from them. And there are some things that they're going through that you may never understand. So don't say those trite questions, well, I understand what you're going through. No, you don't. You have no clue what your client is going through. But what you can do is walk with them in that plane and try to understand a little. Try to learn from them and what they are going through. And they have a lot to teach you, therapists. Clients have a lot to teach their therapist. And so I encourage you, for chaplains who are emerging new within the field and you want to learn, or pastors listening, or civilians, therapists, counselors listening to this, and you want to learn how to be a better therapist. I know I'm not the expert. in this. I make mistakes all the time, as we all do. But one thing I know that I am learning and have learned is to listen truly to my client. So that's my encouragement for you today. I hope you like and subscribe this video and share it with all that you know. And I pray that God's blessing will be upon you, your ministry, your practice as you come and be able to learn from the client and be able to help them and walk through the pain with them and help them process that pain and to be able to find health and healing and wholeness. And I pray that God's blessings upon you. Be blessed, and I'll catch you later.